Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So continuing on with this week's videos, we have a perfume haul, and I'm really excited because I have my first ever Jo Malone perfume in this haul, as well as a rather pricey niche perfume that I have had my eyes on for a while, and a couple of other ones I really wanted to share with you. So I hope that you enjoy, and if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we do talk mostly about perfume, so if that is your thing, definitely head on down and hit the subscribe button, head on over and follow me on Instagram, and without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay guys, so let's start out this haul with one of the most beautiful vanilla fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. I'm really proud of myself actually because this perfume was not a blind purchase. I had a sample and I really took my time with that sample. I would say I kept coming back and smelling it every couple of months, and finally I just couldn't handle it anymore. I just decided I love it. I clearly love it. I'm gonna get a bottle. So this is Indult Tihota. I did purchase this from etiquette.ca. I will link it down below for you guys if you're interested. This one, you guys, is right up there for me with the best vanillas I've ever smelled in my life. It is so good. The nose behind this one was Francis Kirkjohn. There are only two notes that they list in this perfume, which is vanilla and musk. And basically what this smells like is kind of a extremely elevated, like elevated times 100 version of Bath & Body Works Vanilla Bean Noel. If you have ever smelled Vanilla Bean Noel, which is a very popular musky vanilla fragrance from Bath & Body Works, this is kind of like that, but times 100. It has such good lasting power. It's very, very enjoyable to wear. It was a little bit pricey. This little bottle of, how many mils is this? I think this is 50. This is a 50 ml bottle. This was 250 Canadian dollars. So yes, it is pricey, but I think it is worth every penny if you are a vanilla lover like myself. First of all, let's take a moment to appreciate the bottle. Look how beautiful it is. It's so pretty in its simplicity, and it's so good, you guys. So this one and Mazzolari Vanilla are two of my favorite vanillas, and they smell very similar. Mazzolari Vanilla is a little bit more sweet. It has caramel and orchid in it, where this one has musk in it. So they're slightly different. The vanilla that's in both of them though is a very similar type of vanilla. If you like one, I think you'll probably like the other. And this one for me is just intoxicating. They're both intoxicating. They're both beautiful, but I just needed it. So yeah, I absolutely love it, you guys, and great performance. I cannot wait to wear this a little bit more in the cooler weather. I think you could wear this anytime. It would be great for a date night, great for an intimate, cuddling, cozy occasion. And yeah, just a gorgeous, gorgeous perfume. So that is Indult Tihota. So the next one, you guys, is Gucci Guilty Black. So if you've been watching my channel lately, you know that I've been trying to find that sort of perfect Gucci Guilty perfume for me. First of all, I have to say I really don't like the bottle. The bottle to me looks very evil. It's black with a red center. I don't know. I'm not digging the color of the bottle at all. I did smell this in the Bay in Canada, and I really liked it in store. It's a very sort of red fruit, powdery fragrance with a little bit of patchouli. It has a little bit of amber. It has a tiny bit of caramel in the dry down. What I mostly get from this one is a red, fruity, powdery fragrance with some patchouli. It's quite pretty. It has some purple flowers in it as well. So if you like things like violet and lilac, you will like this one. The only issue that I have with this perfume is that I didn't realize, but it is an eau de toilette. So I thought I was getting an eau de parfum, and when I smelt it in store, I thought that it had a lot more presence and was a lot more bold than it actually is. When I get it home and put it on my skin, it doesn't have quite the presence that I wish it did. It doesn't have quite that performance. Like after an hour or two, it's quite soft. The dry down is lovely. The dry down is like a very pleasant, almost a vanillic type of a powdery patchouli type of smell. Very, very sexy. I think it's a really sexy perfume, but I don't know if I would wear it for a date night because it just doesn't give me enough. It just doesn't project enough, and it's not bold enough, but it's very pleasant. So I just took the lid off here so I can kind of refresh my nose. I really, really like it, you guys. I'm kind of, part of me is wishing I would have kept the Gucci Guilty Intense, which I had for a brief moment and sold, because the Gucci Guilty Intense was like this, but amplified. It was so much stronger, and it would have been a much better choice for an evening out. This is more of like a closer to the skin scent. And I do really like it. I've had a few people offer to buy this from me. I'm sort of on the fence whether I want to say goodbye to it because it is very pleasant. It is very enjoyable. I think I might have to let those girls know that I'm kind of on the fence about this one because I do really like it. There's something about those Gucci Guilty perfumes that calls me. I just feel like I need one in my collection because Gucci Guilty is such an iconic fragrance. I do really love the overall scent profile of this. Just pleasant, powdery, purple floral, patchouli, amber. It's just good. There's just something about it that I like. And I think maybe I need to take some more time with this one. So that is Gucci Guilty Black. Okay, the next one, you guys, is in this beautiful, interesting little bottle. I have to say, actually, even though the bottle is very pretty, I'm not a fan of it because you cannot stand it up. I really dislike when perfumes have to lie down flat. I cannot stand that because I like my perfumes to be like upright. But anyways, so the scent in here is beautiful enough that I just didn't care anyways. This is a dropped Issey from Issey Miyake. Now, I keep on calling it a drop. So if you hear me calling it a drop, please don't make too much fun of me. That's the first thing I see when I look at the package is a drop. So anyway, this is a dropped Issey. So this is a newer perfume. I believe it was released this year, and this is a gorgeous lilac fragrance. So what I'm really happy about with this perfume, you guys, is that this was not a blind purchase. This was one that I had smelt a couple of times in the store and finally just was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I have to get it. So I chose this of my own free will and accord. I was not influenced by anybody else, and that makes it kind of a special fragrance purchase for myself. So this is one of the most creamy, beautiful lilac perfumes I've ever smelled. So in the opening, you have almond milk and damask rose. In the mid, you have lilac, solar notes, jasmine, star anise, and orange blossom. And in the base, you have musk, vanilla, ambroxan, and atlas cedar. So this perfume, you guys, you have to like lilac. If you don't like lilac, you will not like this because the lilac sticks around from the beginning right through to the end. So if you are not a fan of lilac and you don't want to smell like lilacs all day, don't get this. But this is very special because it also has some of those solar notes in it. So what I really get from this is like an almondy, milky, creamy lilac with sort of this warm, sunny, almost tropical accord to it because it does have those solar notes in there. It kind of reminds me a little bit of if you've ever gotten off a plane in a tropical place and you're hit with that warm ocean air and you can smell flowers and it's almost a little bit coconutty and milky and it's very humid and just those kind of, how do you describe it? Those solar notes. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe, but just that warm, like solar air sort of. That's what I get in here. So to me, it almost has like tropical luxury resort vibes. This is purple floral. It's creamy. It's milky. It's very sophisticated. It's just a very pretty daytime perfume. This is not one that I would consider to be sexy by any means. This is not something I would wear in the evening. It's not something I would wear to spend the night with my boyfriend or anything like that. This is just a sophisticated, pretty daytime perfume, but it does have that milky, almondy, creamy vanilla accord. I wouldn't blind buy it. I don't think it's a safe blind buy. It's very lilac centric. So it is a very specific type of perfume and very unique. I have nothing else quite like this in my collection. I usually tend to go more for those fresh, clean, like almost patchouli scents. Like I like my Chanel Chance. I like Coco Mademoiselle. This one is very different for me. So the bottle is really unique too because you push down the atomizer like this and it's rubberized. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's rubberized and then oh my gosh, I can smell it. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, I've got it on my hand. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This does have almost a little bit of that kind of clean laundry dryer sheet kind of vibe, which I talk about a lot. It's very relaxing. It almost smells like it could have some lavender in there, but there's no lavender. It's just lilac. And oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's very mature. It's not something that I think you would like if you were in your, I don't know, maybe you would. I was going to say early 20s or younger. I don't know if you'd really like it. I think there's also a bit of a nostalgia for me because when I was growing up as a child, my grandmother had lilac trees, lilac bushes all over her acreage, and I spent a lot of time at my grandmother's. So this really is bringing back those lilac memories for me. But then it's also Oh my gosh, it's also milky and vanilla and just comforting and almondy. It's just very, very good. It's a perfect blend of like milky, almondy, vanilla, lilac, musk. Beautiful, really good performance with this one, you guys, especially for being a floral perfume for the summertime. I was kind of worried it wouldn't have good performance. This actually comes through my clothing. Like if I spray it on my skin, it will come through my shirt and it will stay on my shirt for all day into the next day. And the dry down is very soft and comforting. The dry down is more of that, you just washed your clothing in a beautiful lilac laundry detergent with maybe some vanilla. It's kind of like that vibe. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful, very refreshing, very unique. And I definitely think it's worth checking out. I don't know if like I say, don't blind buy it unless you're obsessed with lilac, then blind buy it. But yeah, it's just really pretty. Oh gosh, it's just so pretty. So yeah, that's that one. Unfortunately, I cannot stand it up. I guess we'll just put it like that. The next one, some of you guys are going to think I'm absolutely bonkers. So this one I actually had again over a year ago, well over a year ago. This was a blind purchase, and this is a Zara Wanted Girl. So you guys, I forgot how much I liked this perfume. The reason I let this one go about a year ago was because I was in a major decluttering mood, and I figured I had enough other sweet perfumes that were similar. And at the time, I think I was able to declutter my collection down quite significantly, and I didn't think I needed this one. But I actually smelt it again the other day, and I forgot how much I really liked it. So this is one of those perfumes that when people ask me, do you ever regret decluttering? Do you ever bring back something to your collection that you've gotten rid of? This one I think is a pretty good one, a pretty good example of that. I don't have very many of those. Usually when I let go of a perfume, it's for a reason. But I forgot how enjoyable this one is and how compliment getting it is and just how good it is. So this is basically a gourmand perfume, but it's like a perfect gourmand perfume for the summertime. This has notes of ginger flower, orange blossom, pomegranate, and pink pepper in the opening. In the mid, you have a heavy dose of dulce de leche. There's also datura. And in the base, there's tonka bean, patchouli, and vetiver. And mostly what I get from this is a ton of dulce de leche. It's just a very sweet, very gourmand fragrance, but it has a bit of a fresh, spicy opening because it does have that ginger and it does have the pink pepper. So that makes it workable for the summertime. And this one, you guys, has pretty good lasting power as well. On my clothing, it will last me all night long and into the next day. This is a sexy perfume. It's, I think, appropriate for many ages. It's just such a pleasant, fresh, gourmand fragrance. It's kind of a little bit like Voce Viva. When I used to have Voce Viva reminded me of this one. But I think this one's better because this one has better performance and it's just a little bit more gourmand, which is more my thing. So I love this one for like dates. I love this one for intimate times. Yeah, I absolutely love it. So this is a Zara Wanted Girl. I actually got the 50 ml this time. Last time I had it, it was a 30 ml, and I'm very happy to have it. And I do not want to let this one go again. I just think it's too easy. It's too easy of a grab and go, easy reach, dumb reach. If you don't know what to wear, you want to smell sexy, you want to smell good, summertime, daytime, nighttime, whatever. This one is a good one. So yeah, I recommend going out and checking out Wanted Girl. If you like those kind of sweet, sexy, poison girl type of fragrances, you will probably like this one. And the last perfume from today's haul is a Jo Malone fragrance, and this is Myrrh and Tonka. And you guys, I'm really excited because up until this point, I have not had a Jo Malone perfume in my collection. I have not found one that I loved enough to keep, and this one I absolutely love. So this one was actually a trade with a subscriber. I had not smelt it before, but I had smelt a oil perfumery dupe, and I didn't mind the oil perfumery dupe. It wasn't a favorite, but there was something about it that I found very intoxicating. And I kind of had a feeling that I would really like the real thing. So I went ahead and did a blind trade, and it was such a good trade. So this has lavender in the opening. In the middle, you have myrrh, and in the base, you have tonka bean, vanilla, and almond. And you guys, this has to be one of the sexiest perfumes I have in my collection. It gives me the same type of vibes as Jazz Club gives me. Not that they smell the same, they don't smell the same at all, but it gives me those sexy, smoky, nighttime kind of unisex vibes. This is very unisex, but I think it does lean a touch more feminine in my opinion, although I would love to smell this on a guy. Like if my partner wore this, I would go bananas, but I also really love it for myself. I do have to say I absolutely love the Jo Malone packaging. There's something about Jo Malone perfumes that just looks exquisite sitting on a perfume tray. This would be, again, one of those great ones I think to incorporate in a lifetime collection, like in your top 20 or 30 for life, because it's kind of that essential smoky nighttime perfume. I think every woman needs a smoky, seductive nighttime perfume in her collection that's a teeny tiny bit unisex, if you know what I mean. And for me, you guys, this is everything I wanted Tobacco Vanille to be. This is everything I've been searching for in a smoky nighttime perfume. It's got a little bit of a spice in there, but it's not too much. It's got that beautiful, sexy vanilla and tonka bean. It kind of has those vibes that you were out at some sort of a piano bar or a lounge and you were wearing a vanilla perfume, but maybe somebody was around you smoking cigars or something, and it kind of got into your clothes a little bit. Not that this smells like cigars, but it's got that smoky nighttime vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. I just love it. It's dark, it's seductive, it's a little bit mysterious. Like I say, pretty unisex, but I think leans feminine. Not bad performance. It's not a beast by any means, and it does become a skin scent pretty quickly, I've noticed, which I hear is like a common theme about the Jo Malone fragrances. I've heard a lot of them do not have great lasting power. But this is perfect for those kind of nighttime, date, intimate occasions because it isn't overpowering and it's not in your face. It just has a very smoky, sexy, soft, spicy vanilla quality to it. I really, really, really like this one, you guys. So this is a love for me. Yeah, and I don't have anything else in my collection quite like it. I do have Jazz Club, but I don't have any more of those like super dark, sort of unisex fragrances. And I also really love the bottle. I think the bottle color and everything is perfect for this particular fragrance, and I just love it. So yeah, this is the Jo Malone Myrrh and Tonka Cologne Intense. Really, really like this one. So you guys, that is it for my little haul today. All in all, I think it's pretty good. I really love most of these fragrances. Like I say, I'm kind of on the fence about that Gucci Guilty Black. I'm gonna have to take my time with it. I think it's a strong like, but I don't know if it's a love. And I don't know, at this point, I feel like I need to focus on my loves, not just my strong likes. So just to quickly recap, we have the Indult Tihota, which is a musky vanilla and a little bit expensive, but I think worth it. Great lasting power and just really a beautiful vanilla scent. We have the Gucci Guilty Black, which is a soft, spicy, kind of a purple floral powdery fragrance. Really nice, but not the performance that I would like. We have the Dropped Issey from Issey Miyake, which is a really unique, beautiful, creamy, feminine lilac scent, and I think it's a must sniff. We have the Zara Wanted Girl, which is a fresh, spicy ginger dulce de leche, very sexy, very gourmand, good for the summertime. And then we have our smoky, soft, spicy tonka bean, vanilla, myrrh, and tonka, which is uber sexy. So yeah, those are my little perfume hauls for today. So that is it for today's haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram. I would love to see you over there. And I will see you guys all very soon. Bye for now.